Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we are going to talk about the marketing benefits of Google Tag Manager. So for those of you that don't know, Google Tag Manager is basically a tool that manages a lot of your, let's say, pixels, for example, like Google Analytics or Facebook pixels, things like that. And it just makes life a lot easier. It's free to use. And I remember back in the day when I first started doing this stuff, I'd have to beg developers on, whatever company I was at to, put certain pixels on. And it would sometimes take them weeks. I'd have to add a Jira ticket and wait forever to get something to be done. That was just really painful. So nowadays with all this stuff coming out, like you have, Crazy Egg, you have, Optimizely, tools like that. It just makes sense for, the marketers to be able to control that stuff, right? So using a Google Tag Manager, it does save you a lot of time, because you can just basically start adding these tags on your own to the relevant pages, without needing to be a coder, and then you save your developers time too. So that's the first thing.
Yeah, the cool part about Google Tag Manager is whenever you want to use any marketing tools, you don't have to keep going to your developers to get them to add the code. This is really useful if your site isn't CMS based. So there's still a lot of websites that are old school in which you have to add the code to each and every single page. But with Google Tag Manager, it automates all of that and it makes your life easier. If you're not using it, you should. Pretty much every single website out there should be using Google Tag Manager.
And there's actually a channel that I've talked about in the past called Measure School. He used to strictly be focused on Google Tag Manager. He actually has a lot of tips there and a lot of hacks that you can do with it. And I remember messing around with it, and basically you can set up different events using Google Tag Manager. So you can be creative, and it's not just adding pixels and things like that. You can actually do it to track different kind of reports like scroll depth and things like that. Really neat stuff that I really encourage you to take a look at his stuff, because it's free content, first of all, and it will take you to the next level. So, there's Google Tag Manager, and then, one of the paid tools out there is called Segment. They're pretty similar, but Neil, do you have anything else to add?
The other reason you should use Google Tag Manager is you want to make sure you know what kind of tools people are using on your website as a business owner. So in Google Tag Manager, it's an easy place for you to see what tools you're paying for, what your team's using, and you can even see like, all right, we're paying for X tools and we're not using them, so we should cancel them and save some money.
Right. And to Neil's point, with Google Tag Manager, they really encourage you to annotate after each change that you make. So, you added a Google Analytics tag, you added a Crazy Egg tag, or you added a drip tag, or whatever it is exactly, right? So being able to annotate it at each step, being able to set that process, you can see over time what the changes are being made, and then when a big problem happens. Like I remember a week ago, I had a problem where one of my sites was flickering. It was a Google Tag Manager. We just go to Google Tag Manager, see the change that I made, and you just undo that change, and then you're back to being okay. So that will also make your developers really happy. Anything else?
That's it from my end.
All right, so that's it for today. But before we go, we have another giveaway for you. This is a 1-year annual subscription to Crazy Egg, which is valued at, a lot of money. And before I tell you the link to actually get in, you can actually get multiple entries. I'm going to let Neil explain what Crazy Egg is.
Google Analytics is a tool that shows you data and numbers. The problem with it is it's not visual. Crazy Egg is a visual analytics tool that shows you where people click, where they don't, how far they scroll, because if your call to action buttons are too low, your form field buttons are too low, people won't see it. You can also make changes within Crazy Egg. There's a WYSIWYG editor, so you don't have to be a designer, a developer, or even a techie, and you can run A/B tests on the fly.
Great. So if you want to get access to this giveaway, just go to singlegrain.com/giveaway, and there's multiple ways to get entries, and you can get as many as you want. So just go there again, singlegrain.com/giveaway, and you'll see next step. So that's it for today, and we will see you tomorrow.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.